that's my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses, what she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice, I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hi Virgo, and welcome to your February 2019 reading with me. And happy Valentine's Day to those of you guys who are celebrating this month, whether you're single, married, couple, divorced, whatever it might be. Happy Valentine's Day. I love, you know what I mean? So I wanted to decorate for Valentine's Day. Hopefully you like my little setup. I'm not sure what's going on with Leo and Virgo. Okay, I just did the Leo video, and my love candle back here, if you can see, is just barely flickering. So that's to me is very symbolic for like some kind of love spark that's like barely lit. It is more lit for you than it was for Leo. So there's just, you know, there's something about Leo and Virgo energy that is a little bit you know, dwindling. Like there might just be that spark inside you, Virgo, or with another person that you know, make sure you're kindling the flame this month, okay, when it comes to love. But before we get into all those details, Virgo, I do want to take a little bit of time to talk about the February energy. So we have Aquarius and Pisces season this month. Aquarius is the first half of the month. First couple weeks of February is that strong Aquarius energy. We had a new moon there on the 4th. And Aquarius represents your 6th house, Virgo. So this is extremely important, okay? You are the 6th house, Virgo, naturally in the zodiac order. But all of us have a 6th house, right? For Pisces, it's Leo. For Virgo, it's Aquarius. So you know that 6th house energy that you represent. Some of you do. It's that house of lifestyle, right? Service, health, your day-to-day routine, even your job, okay? That's the 6th house. And you're really going to be, you know, Aquarius season really hits home for Virgo. It's the same for your opposite sign, Pisces. For Pisces, Aquarius is the 12th house. And Pisces is the 12th house. So Aquarius season really hits that Pisces-Virgo opposition strongly because it's the only zodiac sign that really checks us. You know, so Virgo, Aquarius season wanted to know how you living. You know, how are you living? How is your lifestyle? What's it looking like? Is there some things you need to change? How is your health, Virgo? You know, when an actual Virgo goes through 6th house energy, then your whole lifestyle needs to change, okay? And there was a new moon there for you to set new intentions that night, and you have a month to do so. You have the rest of February. You have the next 6 months to do so, honestly, until there's a full moon in your 6th house. But, you know, we're going to have a Pisces new moon. So let's talk a little bit about Pisces energy, shall we? Because Pisces is very important to Virgo, whether you admit that. I know there's a lot of harsh Virgo-Pisces relationships. I myself is in with a Virgo, so I know how it feels, you know, to be with opposite signs and stuff like that. But as far as Pisces energy, it is your shadow side, Virgo. You and Pisces are directly across from each other on the zodiac wheel. So the second half of February is extremely important to you and your relationships because we've got that 6th house energy moving from Aquarius to your 7th house of Pisces. So get prepared for some of these things to oppose you, okay? Your ruling planet Mercury is in Pisces now. So we've got an opposition, okay? So communication in your relationships is coming up. You know, a lot of relationship stuff coming up. Now, Virgo. The most important thing I can talk to you about this month is that full moon in your sign. Granted, it's only about 0 to 1 degrees, Virgo. I think it's a 0 degree full moon in Virgo. But on February 19th, we do have a Virgo full moon. Okay, that's your 1st house. So there's going to be some emotion, okay? You guys, I've been watching the Virgos in my life, and you guys are going through stuff. Most of the stuff you guys are going through is with your work, with your job, you know, family shit, relationship stuff behind the scenes. So I'm really interested to see what comes up for you guys, okay? Now, I'm going to be shuffling on camera today, and I did bring out a new deck, okay? We've got a new deck here that I'm using for the first time on my channel. And it is the notes from the universe. If you guys like this deck, please look for it in the description box. I got it at Barnes & Noble. Now, it's interesting that the card on the top, I didn't do this on purpose, but we have the They Chose You card. And you know what? That card came out for Pisces this month. And that's the card on the top for you right now. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. So let's go ahead and start by getting you a message from the universe, Virgo. These are literally all kinds of messages from the universe. So let's see what the universe has to say for you, Virgo. What is the message for Virgo for February 2019? So we have a message coming out. And it is, aw, I heart you. I heart you. What a Valentine's Day energy. I heart you, Virgo. There's someone who hearts you. And it's actually the universe who hearts you, okay? This is the universe speaking to you. And it says, if everyone really knew how much they were loved, not only from above, but by those now in their life, there'd be little hearts drawn on everything, from wheelbarrows to skyscrapers to jumbo jets. And I so look forward to that day. Big heart, the universe. So there's just something here about that, Virgo, about love, you know, and obviously there's some Virgos out there who don't really know how much they're loved, because if everyone really knew how much they loved, not only from above, but from those now in their life, you know, there'd just be little hearts written on everything. Little hearts, right? Little hearts everywhere. Okay, Virgo? So I heart you. Okay, there's someone here who I heart you. I don't know if there's someone who says that to you, Virgo, but this is a beautiful card. Okay, it looks like that's the planet Mercury. There's some kind of celestial object there, and it really does look like either Venus or Mercury. So very interesting there, Virgo. That's your message from the universe. And if you don't know if there's any humans that love you, you know, take pride and take liberty in knowing that the universe and all the angels and any spirits love you, Virgo. Okay, we have the Hermit card at the bottom of the deck. I made sure to shuffle so that my deck knew that I was talking to Hermit, Virgo energy. This is your ruling card. So, of course, there could be some reflection taking place this month. Some of you guys might be feeling a little bit more introverted with all this energy going on. I mean, personally, the Aquarius new moon changed everything for me. It was very, very much a game shifter. So you guys could definitely be wanting to isolate a bit more, reflect a little bit more. You know, you guys might be protecting your wisdom. But for now, this is the card that's going to represent you. So I want to take a little look behind you and see what the tarot has to say for February. And we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so there's something you want to do, Virgo. There's something here about, you know, your mind working overtime. The Knight of Swords is all about quick action, okay? Ambition, mentally, not necessarily thinking before you act, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. But we do have a strong Geminian. We got Virgo and Gemini here. Same thing happened for Gemini and Sag. So we've got some opposites teaming up. I think Pisces season is really bringing an importance to opposite zodiac signs. Now, Gemini and Virgo, they're opposites because you're both ruled by Mercury. So this is the difference between wisdom. So make sure you're really reflecting. Okay, this is interesting. You need to reflect on where it is that you're moving towards mentally, Virgo, before you charge into something. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy for sure. You know, definitely some sort of third-party energy maybe. Some of you guys are feeling a little bit regretful, a little bit depressed, because we have these 3 cups here, right? So there's something about these 3 cups definitely falling and knocking over. You see those 3 cups, and then there's 3 cups in this picture. So for those of you who are feeling a bit sad and melancholy in February, please realize, Virgo, that whatever has dumped over, there is more of that thing, okay? There is more of that person, place, or thing behind you. Strong water sign energy. I think some of you guys are, you know, I feel like this is just your energy, Virgo. This is the card that says it all for you. You know, Virgos have made their mind up about something, and they're really starting to take pursuit towards that person, place, or thing. But let's really get the gritty details and the tea for Virgo. This is what's really going to say. But there's something about that Knight of Swords that is important for February too. You know, like I said, ambition, moving forward. Maybe that Knight will come up again if he's important. So what's going on for Virgo? What are the messages for Virgo for February 2019? Messages for Virgo, February 2019. Okay, first card out. Well, we have 2. We have 2 cards coming out here. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands and the Page of Cups. So I'm definitely seeing some burdens here in regards to love. Potentially water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This is a Pisces. So some of you who are dealing with Pisces, there's some burdens in that relationship, isn't there? A lot of heaviness. Okay, I'll explain this a bit more when we're done getting all the cards. But, you know, you're trying to work on something. Some of you guys are really trying to perfect a skill. You're really trying to learn as much as you can from your feelings, from your, you know, from your love, interest. Okay, someone here is trying to express their emotion but at the same time, there's this burden. So we do want to keep in mind that these two cards came out together, okay? So I'm just going to kind of overlap them, because I feel like there is a burden emotionally that's overlapping in your relationships, okay? But there is someone here who wants to continue putting the effort in. Someone here is carrying a lot emotionally, okay? And I think it's you, Virgo. What else do we have for Virgo? For February 2019. What is the messages for Virgo? February 2019. Virgo, February 2019. Now, some of you guys have back problems, okay? Because, oh, 10 of Cups. Very, very nice. Like, my back just started to hurt. Now, granted, I've been sitting in a computer chair for a few hours. But as soon as my back started to hurt, I look at the 10 of Wands, and I feel like some of you guys are dealing with back pain. Or just, there's just a lot on your back. You know, there's a lot of heavy weight. 10 of Cups being clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. So, very important here. Relationships, family situations. This is 2 10s, okay? So, there's something completing in your home environment this month, Virgo, okay? Maybe there's a financial decision. Some of you guys have to choose between 2 different careers this month, or maybe 2 different places to live. Yeah, because there is a foundation here, okay, financially. You have to choose between comfort and growth. Now, Virgo, if I had a decision to make between the 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, now which one do you think you would choose? I'm choosing the 10 of Pentacles. So I know that makes it sound easier than what it really is, but there's an opportunity for you in February that has a lot more to offer you. But for some reason you're confused, probably because you're dealing with a very toxic boss. And I said it like that because I have a lot of Virgos in my life. And I know a very important Virgo specifically who is dealing with, you know, this is Aries devil energy, right? This is Aries and Capricorn energy, but this is an evil dictator, okay? You're dealing with an evil dictator. They're a manipulator. They like control. They like power plays. It's either a toxic father or it's a toxic boss. But this is definitely speaking to, you know, something that you need to rise above, Virgo. And this is manipulation at its finest, okay? And it's definitely something you're dealing with because we have the Knight of Pentacles. So it's at work. We have some heartbroken Virgos, okay? Maybe you're dealing with Aries and Capricorn, but we have a secret spark here that's also going to be coming into play, okay? So that's a little bit deeper into that message. But there's something going on in the home environment when it comes to money coming into the home. You guys want a successful home environment for the future, right? This is your career coming up, okay? There's something coming to a completion, okay? This has to do with a relationship. It has to do with abundance. But yes, of course, you guys are feeling very trapped. You don't really know the way forward. Okay, and you guys are kind of waiting on something, okay? You're waiting on, maybe there's someone in jail, okay? But you're waiting on something that you can see coming in the future, okay? Virgo, you are very intuitive. You guys are very psychic. So there is an energy here. Maybe there's an overseas opportunity that you guys feel like you're missing because you're trapped where you are in your mind. But there is an opportunity that you need to travel for in February for some of you guys. But there's also some conflict, okay? So, yeah, there's some financial conflict here that somebody is feeling trapped. And now there is, I'll wait to explain this, Virgo, but I did get a kind of an important message, but don't worry, I won't forget it. So let's just get the rest of your message so that I can have the full picture. What else for Virgo? What else is going on for Virgo in February 2019? What is the message for Virgo? Virgo energy. What else do we have for Virgo? Okay. Well, that Two of Swords wanted to come back out. So you guys are definitely at a crossroads, okay? And there's a decision here to make as the Queen of Swords, okay? Someone who's very intellectual, someone who has mastered their mind, mastered their authority. Now, remember, we had that Knight of Swords first. So there is something in February that you want to say, that you want to do. There's some kind of message. But the Queen of Swords is a bit different. She's much more mature. Okay, you're at a crossroad. Now, look, there's a choice here to make between being the Queen of Pentacles and being the Queen of Swords. And it might have to do with the full moon in Virgo. Strong message here about the full moon in Virgo. Full moon in Virgo might be when you have to say something. It might be when you cut somebody out. It might be when something happens. Because, look, that's going to be a very magical full moon. You know why? Because Mercury is in Pisces. So there's a message here about Mercury in Pisces and manifesting things while that placement is going on. Now, this is the card for Mercury, right? The Magician, it's the card for Mercury. This is the card for Pisces. So there's something here about Mercury and Pisces, which is happening right now in our universe. Maybe there's some hidden thoughts, or maybe there's some secret manifestation going on, something hidden from you that you're going to manifest. But I think that's Mercury and Pisces message, Virgo full moon message, and 2 queens. So there might be a Gemini, Libra female, Aquarius female. This is the Aquarius card. So Aquarius female, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn woman, Taurus woman, Virgo woman. Queen of Pentacles is all about her stability in her home. But let's not get it twisted. This is the Queen of Swords. The reason the 2 of Swords is here is because of the Queen of Swords. So there's something about mental authority, okay, that you're going to need when you're at a crossroads. Okay? Let's continue. What else for Virgo? Now, the 6 of Pentacles just kind of shot out, but it was weird, so I'm not sure if that'll come out if it needs to. But there might be something here about waiting for financial balance. Very important that you're giving and getting the same amount, Virgo. So don't give anybody 5 if they're giving you 3. Don't put in 50% if there's someone who's only putting in 20%, okay? Equal give and take. Virgo. Okay, 5 of Wands, 10 of Swords, Judgment. And that is your reading for February, okay? Bottom of the deck is the 7 of Pentacles. I believe Cancer, maybe Leo. Somebody got this card as well as their overall energy. So there's a few zodiac signs that are actually just waiting on something. I think it might have been Leo, to be honest with you. Okay, so you might want to cross watch for a few signs if you want to figure out, you know, what the energy is really saying here. But this is your message, Virgo. Let's start with these 2 cards that came out first. And we are going to hold these up together because they came out together. So this means that these messages literally go together. Okay, the 10 of Wands and the Page of Cups. The 10 of Wands was first. So, of course, Virgo, you know, a lot of signs are, I think Pisces got this card too. Aquarius got this card, okay, maybe even Aries. Yes, Aries definitely got this card, okay? So a lot of zodiac signs, a lot of people in general, we're going through a very heaviness this month. And I think it's because of the, you know, the zodiac about to complete. You know, Pisces season is the last zodiac sign. And then we have the astrological new year in March. Like, you know, we entered the new year, you know, some of us, yeah, we're a couple months in, but there's still some burdens that we're carrying from years before. So I'm not sure where this heaviness is coming in, Virgo, but of course you're carrying way more than what one person should carry. You know, there's something going on here, and first I'm going to light you a new red candle, because there's just something, Virgo, about your light. You know, it's so interesting. I just had a feeling that maybe some of this heaviness had to do with, you know, not enough light, not enough clarity, not enough love. So I'm definitely got your back, Virgo, and I'm going to light you a new candle. So there we go. Let's get back to this now. Okay, so burdens, okay? Lots of burdens. This speaks to anything heavy that you're carrying around metaphorically or physically, spiritually, emotionally. You know, it needs to come to an end. We've got 3 10s in your card, in your deck, Virgo, in your reading. 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords. And remember, you did have the 10 of Pentacles briefly show up too. So there's completions happening in damn near every area of your life, but there's something in regards to your home life, in regards to the money that's coming into your home that's just, you're having a hard time completing that. Okay, but you know, burdens, heavy burdens. Now this is someone who's working really hard, but you know, come on now, in spite of all this sweat and back hurting, you know, it's getting really heavy for one person to continue doing the work of all these other people. You need to check with these burdens, because I'm guarantee you, if you really analyzed this, Virgo, if you really looked at this burden with great detail, you would notice that some of these wands they belong to other lazy people. Somebody ain't carrying all their weight, so they're looking at you to do it, Virgo. All right, so some of you are dealing with Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is a Pisces. So this is telling me that by Pisces season, so you have until February 19th to absolutely drop this burden. Because Pisces, they care a lot about Virgo. I'm not talking about Virgo and Pisces humans, okay? Don't comment below. sometimes I get really nasty comments about certain zodiac signs. It's like, you got those people who are commenting really need to open their mind. Okay, so I'm talking about Pisces in the universe. Google a zodiac wheel and look at all the zodiac signs. Okay, us as humans, like, we were just born under these signs. But some of you guys, you know, this is an indication that Pisces season is going to basically, you know, you don't want to be carrying these burdens into March, into fucking April and shit, okay? This is getting way too heavy emotionally. So we do have an indication here of a water sign. Now, this is literally Pisces for some of you, and if it's not a Pisces person, again, it's Pisces energy, because look at the little fish, okay? Now, there might be a burden here in regards to love. Okay, there might be a burden here in regards to love. Someone might be carrying around a lot of emotion and they're not expressing it. There's a lot of emotional burdens here, spiritual burdens. There's going to be synchronicities about these burdens in February that the universe shows you. Now, it might just be someone feels like it's a burden to speak to you, Virgo, or there's some kind of burden here between you and another person, and it has to do with love. Now, this is also the card for fertility and pregnancy, so there could be like a pregnancy burden here that's going on at the beginning of February. But to be honest with you, Virgo, I see this more as love and emotion, okay? There's some kind of burden. There's a reason these two cards came out. It could be a Pisces that's linked to this heavy burden. Could be a Cancer or a Scorpio, or just anything in regards to love, children, okay? But you're gonna need, this is what it means, Virgo. You know, the universe is really saying, Virgo, it's time for you to express your emotions about this, okay? This is somebody coming to you in February to express this. I feel like this is a message about you expressing your emotion, okay? This person at least needs to have someone to talk to. If they're going to continue working this hard, if they're going to continue carrying these burdens, because I'm going to be honest with you, you know, burdens aren't always super easy to let go of, especially for Virgo. Because you guys, you know, you guys work really hard. You guys have to work. You guys are usually overworkers, you know, and that's just something that happens with Virgo. But just make sure that you're not letting your relationship suffer, because some of your work burdens could be bleeding into your love life, okay? This is a love offer trying to come in. This is someone who's trying to message you emotionally, but it's like you're too burdened to even see this love offer. Now, the Page of Cups has been making its way into readings, and it is an apology. So, you guys, there could be an apology that you can expect at the first couple weeks of February. There could be someone who wants to come in and apologize to you. It doesn't have to be a water sign. It could be anybody, you know, anybody can take on the essence of the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is someone who has something to say emotionally. So it could be you, Virgo, that has something to say emotionally. It could be someone else. I feel like you're more of the Ten of Wands, and that this is someone who wants to apologize to you for causing you so much of a burden. I'm sorry for burdening you. I'm sorry if, like, someone here feels like their emotions burden another person. You know, like, my emotions are just something you carry around, you know what I mean? So there's something here about an apology in regards to that. Some of you guys, there is new love with the Page of Cups too. And again, you know, fertility. Some of you guys may find out you're pregnant, and that might be even more of a stressful burden. Like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? Okay, so it's really interesting, that message there. You're going to have to take that how it resonates. But I do see love. I do see heavy emotion. I do see burdens with water signs, or burdens emotionally. Love burdens, you know, burdens in your relationship. Okay, but then we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so this is about, this is another love message, but this is about an emotional completion. Okay, some of you guys have children. Some of you guys live with your spouse and your children. You know, there's a family here, and this is a picture perfect energy, right? Emotional blessings, rainbow energy, like emotional fulfillment, completion. And this is coming up after the Page of Cups. So there's someone who wants to offer you this, Virgo. There's someone here. Maybe it's you, okay? It could be you or someone around you, but there's someone who wants to express this in February to you. In spite of these heavy burdens, like, this could be the burden for some of you guys. There could be burdens in your love life and in your home life. Ooh, I don't know why I just got scared. I thought there was a bug on my... That was creepy energy. That was probably for you guys, but I thought there was something crawling right here, so I, like, jumped back. Yeah, okay, so the reason why that happened is because somebody is literally afraid of this energy. Someone is literally, like how I just responded, someone is literally afraid. That's how afraid Virgo is. So that was really, really powerful for the universe to do to me. because now I understand. Like, what I just felt, that's exactly how Virgo feels when stuff gets emotional, when love, like with love offers and stuff. Like, it's very sensitive energy. It's very spooky energy. You know, it's kind of scary. This is kind of scary for you guys this month or something. Like, kind of stressful or just shocking. Something might shock you or scare you. But this looks like the fulfillment of something happening, okay? And again, I want to hold these two cards up because even though someone's burdened and working hard, there is this young lad, okay? This is a younger water sign that wants to offer something, happiness, okay? Someone might be coming in to apologize. Sorry that you had to carry all that. You know, like, I still want this energy with you. I still want this emotion with you, this happy home. But there is something completing with the water sign too. If you're dealing with water signs or you're dealing with people who are younger than you and emotional, you know, there's something, when the Ten of Cups is here, it is beautiful, okay? But it's time for you guys to move to the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. New emotion, new love, new sparks of passion, new mental victory. And that's why this Page of Cups is coming in, because this is literally the beginning of something. Someone that's, after something completes with an individual, there's going to be some kind of new offer, okay? This is someone who's been round and round with you, Virgo, okay? Lots of emotional cycles here, going from a 10 to a 1, to the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, back to the 1, you know, like, this is round and round and round, but also still this heaviness. Still this heaviness, Virgo. Lots that you're carrying around, right? Lots of ups and downs emotionally. Some of you guys are working really hard for this picture perfect home. And also to provide this for these people. Maybe your children for some of you. The Page of Cups is a child. Some of you may have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio children, or just any children. It doesn't matter. The Page of Cups is a child, right? There might be a new baby coming into somebody's home. Because the Page of Cups is like, here, have more of a burden, you know? And it's like, damn, like, I hope you know what I mean, Virgo. Like, there's just some burdens here. Some of you guys are burdened by like, you know, people that are pregnant or like children or something like that. Like, geez, okay, move on in. Like, you know, it can all just be a happy picture or whatever. But in spite of it all, you know, when you finally get that quiet time to reflect, it's back to reality. Like, oh my God, this is all on my shoulders. These children, this home environment, like, and on top of that, my emotions, like, oh my God, no wonder. You know, no wonder there's an Eight of Swords energy. Like, there's someone here who just doesn't know the way forward. Like, I know what you want, Virgo, and it's this Ten of Cups. It's that ultimate happiness, you know what I mean? You know, with your children, with your spouse, you know. But at the same time, there's this prison. Like, some of you guys feel like your house is a prison. Like, I feel like this house is not a home kind of energy, you know what I mean? Like, even though there's other people who are happy, you know what I mean? Like, you're not, Virgo. Like, you don't look very happy in this situation. Like, this woman in orange here is here, and this is how she really feels in her head. Like, even though you're celebrating these emotional blessings, even if you guys moved into a new home, or if there's just something changing in your home environment or in your relationship, like, this is what you guys really feel in regards to love. Some of you guys are in marriages or relationships. Some of you guys are single moms, okay? And I feel like you guys are feeling trapped where you guys are, and you have no idea you know, the way forward. But this is all going to come from some kind of offer. I do feel like this is you, Virgo, working, minding your own business. And then there's this love offer, right, of happiness. Like, whatever this Page of Cups has to offer, this Page of Cups does have the Ten of Cups right behind him or her. So there's a lot of emotion here that this person is offering. So if you get an apology, there's a lot of emotion to support it. It's very true. Okay, and I feel like, again, the way the cards are set up, this is absolutely something coming to you, because this is the card that screams Virgo to me. This card comes out a lot for Virgo anyways, so I'm not necessarily sure if you guys are apologizing this month or if it's just coming to you. You know, you guys might be communicating with Pisces-like individuals, or maybe, again, this might just not be a Pisces. This could be Pisces season in February, okay? You know, dropping those burdens right on that full moon in Virgo. You don't want to forget that. But as soon as the sun enters Pisces, the moon's going to enter Virgo, and there's going to be a full moon. And that's going to be when there's this emotional completion. Full moons bring emotional completions. Okay, so Pisces season is going to bring in emotional completions. And it's going to allow you to analyze this mental prison a bit different. Now, check this out. Same thing happened in Leo's reading. Some of you guys are dealing with Leo, or you have Leo energy, but these are two blindfolded women. They both feel mentally anxious. They're both confused mentally about how to move forward. And you know what? Both of these women are blinding themselves to what they feel. So I don't know if there's two women here who are both blindfolded, or if this is two different parts of you. The part of you, like, these are two different depictions of a woman who feels trapped, bound, and confused, okay? Eight of Swords, don't know the way forward. Not allowing yourself, you're not grounding yourself in your emotion, but it's going to be very hard not to do that when there's a full moon in your sign. After the full moon, Virgo, things are going to change for you. You know, full moons are very powerful. So whatever makes you feel trapped in prison, I'm telling you, some of you guys feel like that in your home environment, in your marriage, okay? And there's something that's really starting to get kind of even scary, okay? There's just something here, you feel like you got to watch your back or something like that. But yeah, you feel really trapped and bound, and you're not really sure, okay? And if you guys are feeling trapped in a relationship or in a home environment, I want you guys to know that the way out is the front door. Okay, the way out of this prison, this is like a gilded cage. Like, just because it's painted nice, and just because you're, you know, you feel like you're supposed to be happy, but at the end of the day, you feel like all this is on your shoulders. So of course you still feel in your mind, you feel trapped, like you can't move and you can't see. And then we move into a lower vibration of that energy, but you still like, yeah, okay, Virgo, like now there's nothing holding you there. You know what I'm saying? Like the whatever is tied around you here, on your chest and stuff, that's gone, but look what still remains. There's still this blindfold on your eyes. So even though you have successfully broken out of a prison or something like that in February, you know, now your mind is what's confused. You're confused about somebody or something. You know, your arms are free, but now your mind is still conflicted. And there's still something you can't see all the way. You know, the blindfold is a little less thick now, but you know, this is new moon in Pisces energy. See that new moon up there, that crescent moon? So between February 19th and March 6th, there's going to be decisions that you need to make, okay? And it looks as if those decisions have to do with these heavy burdens. So this is a decision to let a person, place, or thing go that is very heavy. These are very heavy decisions, okay? And it needs to absolutely be laid to rest. Because going back and forth in your mind in February, Virgo, is getting really heavy to have all these thoughts. These are two people, two places, two things. There's a burden that you guys don't want to see too, okay? And lots of it, it's causing a lot of emotional, like, stress, because there's a lot of ripples in that water back there. Look at these rocks, okay? There's a few hard rocks in your emotions too, all right? So there's some stiffness there, some rigidness. And I feel like this decision is to let something down, lay something down that's very heavy. A lot of heavy decision making in February, guys. Okay, it's becoming a burden to go back and forth, back and forth. Do I go? Do I stay? Is it a yes? Is it a no? Do I want this thing or this thing? Like, there's two people, two places, two things, okay? And there's a lot of conflict. Like, to have the Two of Swords and the Five of Wands, like, a lot of people involved in these decisions. You know, there's all these young lads, okay? There's at least 5 people in your immediate space. Like, goodness gracious, this could be this is the look inside your mind, Virgo, isn't it? This is what's going on inside your mind in February. Like, a lot of different things that you want to express, but you've pretty much quieted all of your emotions. And so there's this inner conflict happening inside your mind. So, you know, having to make this decision is causing conflict, even those around you. Like, there's competition, basically. This is competition, mental competition. You're competing with your own mind. Your thoughts are starting to compete against each other, Virgo. And that is extremely stressful. Like, what a headache. Some of you guys have a headache right now. Okay, now the Page of Cups could be having conflict emotionally. This is conflict emotionally. Some of you guys towards the end of February might have conflict with a Pisces, or maybe this is just a certain conflict arising in Pisces season. Another way to express this, of course, it could be Scorpio and Cancer, or just anyone else as well. There's some conflict in regards to either pregnancy, or there's conflict in regards to, you know, expressing this love offer coming in. This Page of Cups, I feel like it's a person. And I feel like for some of you, it's you. I feel like for others of you, this is someone who's exterior to you. Someone coming in to apologize for conflict. You know, a lot of you are going to be going through conflict with Pisces, or conflict in Pisces season. Like, maybe there's some love competition, like you feel like you're competing with someone else. You know what I mean? And that's not going to be good for you, Virgo. Like, if you feel like you're competing with someone else, that's not going to be good, because you guys already experience conflict expressing your emotions in the first place, let alone not being the only person who's expressing emotion in the situation. So, a lot of ups and downs, okay? A lot of conflict emotionally, a lot of conflict and burdens when it comes to whatever that Page of Cups is, just lots of conflict emotionally. Conflict when it comes to romance too, okay? Someone here might try to apologize for conflict, okay? But it looks like some competition in love, like you guys aren't dealing with just one person or something. Very maybe a very complicated water sign, or again, just your emotions, guys. You know, either way, I see a lot of energy where there's a lot of waves, okay? These two cards have lots of waves, okay? So lots of heaviness. And again, a decision that you're conflicted about making, okay? That's why you've just tried to hold off on making this decision for so long, but it's getting to the nitty-gritty, Virgo. Something is going to come to an end, whether it's a relationship, a working situation, a living environment. Goodness gracious, the Ten of Swords. Like, this is betrayal, deception. But the good news is, Virgo, whenever you reach this point in February, it's over. You can finally look forward to the light at the end of the tunnel. But goodness gracious, like, yeah, someone here does have spine and back problems. But again, this is 10 swords stabbed into someone's back. Deception, betrayal, backstabbing, very, very painful ending mentally. Could be physically, emotionally. But oh my goodness, at least the light is at the end of the tunnel here. Like, the dark skies are finally starting to, you know, dissipate. They're starting to go away, so the sun can come in. So this is like, if you're living in cold environments, like, this is warmer climate, maybe the summer energy, maybe spring. There's going to be some kind of light at the end of the tunnel, and it might be in regards to a relationship, it might be in regards to a home environment. Okay, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups, this always tears me in two different directions. Okay, there's like a very painful decision. You have to make your mind up about something that's been conflicting you for a very long time, Virgo. And it does have to do with a child. It does have to do with a lover. Maybe both. Okay, this is like something that once made you very happy coming to an end at near the end of February. And that's because Pisces, man. Pisces is your opposite sign. So even though someone wants to apologize and move back in, or someone wants to apologize, maybe there's someone in jail too who's like, I don't know. But it looks like there's something that the universe is encouraging you to let end near the end of, this is like February, literally the end of February, because it's like one of your last cards, okay? And it has to do with the Ten of Cups. So something that made you really happy coming to an end, okay? 2 tens, we have 3 tens. So it is time to go to the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, okay? And then, of course, this all has something to do with the Ten of Pentacles, because that's the only 10 you're missing. So maybe, is it possible that all this stuff has to do with your job, Virgo? Is there something that your career and, you know, the future of your stability, is there something is that the missing element here? You know, is it a strong foundation that you're missing? Because why would the Ten of Pentacles be the only card that you're missing? Like, maybe it's because that's something that isn't over with for you yet. You know? So yeah, we had that Ten of Swords. You know, this is linked to that conflict too. This is the end, the painful end to conflict and competition, okay? This is the end to someone going back and forth in their mind. It got way too heavy. So they decided to end it all. Whether it was love, okay, this is someone who just literally pulls the plug on a situation, whether it's still breathing or not. Like, you know, it's dead to me. But we end February with the Judgment card. So we've got Pluto energy here. Judgment card is a call. So you guys may receive some kind of call at the end of February, a literal call, or it might be a call from like above, you know, the angels and stuff like that. But this is a judgment call. You know, you guys might have to make a decision, you know, with discernment. But the Judgment card is usually a second opportunity at something. So at the end of February, there is a second opportunity that's going to be like, it might be a call. And that call might be like, hey, Virgo, do you want to do this again? It could be a person. This could be a relationship. Okay. It's just something that's going to awaken you. There is an awakening, okay, happening at the end of February. And I feel like this is very full moon Virgo influenced. This is something that you thought was dead. Okay, when we have the Ten of Swords and the Judgment card, this is literally the difference between someone who flatlined and then there's signs of life again. Because somebody thought something was over with a capital O-V-E-R. Okay, they could not take any more. But then here comes this Judgment card to literally resurrect this person, place, or thing in your life. Could be you, could be a situation. Okay, it's just an energy. Something is in a Ten of Swords position. It's like there's a happy home environment that is really going through some endings and challenging information or challenging stuff. But you know, I'm interested in what this is moving into March for you, because your angel brothers and sisters, this is Archangel Gabriel, I believe. But there's an angel here playing the trumpet of truth. It's going to awaken you. It's going to resurrect an energy that you thought was dead and in a grave, Virgo. There's something that is not dead. There's a second opportunity to rise again from this pain. Okay, there's somebody that's being called back to life after a great deal of pain. And it is linked to this Eight of Swords, so it might be a second opportunity with a person, place, or thing that felt a lot like a mental prison. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You know, mentally, Virgo, lots of pain, lots of conflict. Your air cards are Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords. So mentally in February, oh goodness, you know, you're feeling trapped. You're feeling really, really deceived. You're feeling confused, painfully confused, and just trapped and bound. Physically and financially, there is no energy here to represent that, except for the underlying energy. So of course, all of this February, all of this reading has something to do with waiting on something. And you know, you're just waiting for your heart to be broken. Like, you know, someone here is just waiting to see what this heartbreak even meant, you know. But look at here. We do have a new beginning here. Some of you guys are going to be starting new careers. Okay? Maybe it has to do with a Gemini energy. Some of you might be single for a while, but we have a strong connection, twin flame energy there. Some of you still want to work on something in regards to Gemini. Or maybe there's still a spark in this relationship. Yeah. Why would the Page of Cups? So there's going to be a new spark of love in this month. Okay, and that's exactly what this Ten of Wands, you need that. That's the ending to a burden and the start of a new feeling. Still a spark in this relationship I'm seeing, so you're willing to work on it. Okay, so yeah, some of you guys are waiting to harvest. This is the harvest of your heart. Okay, and that full moon in Virgo, I believe, is the... It's not the harvest full moon. It's like some kind of other full moon, okay? But you guys are very harvest energy, okay? It could be the harvest full moon. I'm not sure. I don't think so, though, because we're not in the fall. I think the Pisces full moon is always the harvest full moon. So there's something about the last 6 months. Yeah. There's something here about the last 6-7 months, okay? Okay, there's been a lot of heartbreak over the last... You've been waiting for at least 6-7 months. You've been waiting in heartbreak energy. Okay, maybe you're waiting on something to return to you that you were separated, but there's something you're waiting on here, Virgo. So financially, you're taking a break from hard work this month. You're waiting to see if you're going to reap what you sow. Okay, if you're a hardworking Virgo, what you sow is going to be awesome. Okay, it depends on the Virgo. Emotionally, the only water card we have is the Page of, well, no, we have the Page of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So emotionally, you're ready. You're like ready. You're waiting for someone to apologize to you. You're waiting for a new offer. You know, you're waiting for, you know, but you're not going to be accepting any offers unless it emotionally fulfills you, is what I'm seeing here. Also, you know, you're in your head a bit, so that's kind of distracting you from what you feel romantically. Passionately, burdened. You know, you're ready for that Ace of Wands energy. You really need to let some burden go, because immediately after that, we have the Ace of Wands, okay? So some of you guys are going to feel a new passionate spark with a person, place, or thing after healing from a broken heart. You've waited a long time for this. So yeah, we covered fire, water, and air. We know you're in your head. Now, another thing about this fire, I forget, we had the Five of Wands. So this Ten of Wands, it's becoming such a burden, Virgo, to carry this around. Okay, it's conflicting you. Okay, it's absolutely contributing to this back and forth, back and forth. Should I let this go? You know, hanging on, it could be a burden, but letting go could also be a burden. So goodness, Thank you so much for listening, Virgo. I always love reading for you guys, and I got you guys heavy on my mind as we're entering Pisces season. So, yeah, guys, hopefully this resonated. Let me know down in the comments. If it did resonate and you guys would really like a personal reading, please email me. That can be found in my description box. I would love to read for more of you Virgos. Or if you're just looking for someone to talk to about some of this stuff, you know, please email me. Other than that, guys, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you had an amazing February. I really hope some of you guys are here to watch my Virgo video for the full moon in your sign on February 19th. So I'll see you guys there. But if I don't, then I'll just talk to you guys in March. Bye.